comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Poison's on the menu.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Player one has the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Impact's a no-go. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Well-timed corner switch. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown. Still scrapping for control of the space. Fires off a nice big pulse. Both fighters are barely hanging in there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Charges forward. Hits them with a stop and pop. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. What'll happen here? Still slugging it out at this range. Super clutch corner switch. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player, they're going for the super arc. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Knockdown and player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter low heavy. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. The low. Both fighters planning something? Noticeable life lead. Found the opening and snares them clean. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. In front, the low kick hits. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. They're back into the corner now. Both sides getting ready. The low. Fires off an air slasher. Gets the tip with the low heavy. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Dives in with full face. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. All right. Goes for the throw. Goes for the low kick. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drop. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Connects with medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player two managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Going in, not much, but hits them with a stop and pop. Player two will the throw connects. Both fighters planning something. Player two, they're going for the super arc. Sits them down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. My magnum opus! Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Who's going to steal this win? Big time whip! And whip! They're wide open! Player two crowns them from above. Nothing stops this train. Throws them. What now? Oh, were they thinking? There's the burner. Tunes up the band and hits the greatest solo. Solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh my god, this fighter's got the perfect read. They are done. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses their drive gauge. Blocks the impact. Super clutch corners. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Player one has the life advantage. The low heavy hits. Takes a trip. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge, goes for the super art. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Sticks the jump in. Scrapping it out up close. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they see the low heavy connected? Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Brushes that off and keeps going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Were they baiting them into that? They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. From upstairs. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Gets the jump in. They can't squander this punish counter chance. A quick breather. Uses their drive gauge. Clean transition to toxic block. And whip. Just what a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point. Open. This is gonna hurt. Final round. Low heavies. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
My magnum open! Did that stick?
They're back into the corner now. And it is on. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Connects with the throw. Player two is in burnout. Blocks the low kick. All the throw connects. Reds it clean and triggers Toxic Blossom. What are they gonna do? Chuck the fireball to continue their hold. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player two can't win this without... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Noticeable life lead. It's a comeback. Put them on notice. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. checking their opponent. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a surprise KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? A brave forward jump there to start. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Manages to block the jumping attack. A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. You've got to be mindful of reach or jump-ins at this range. Going in?
Not good enough.
Player 2 will look knocked up out of the air. Team 2 Hadouken! Flatline zone. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Now, find a new rival.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throw heavy. Opts for the throw. Player 1 with the life lead. The cross-up's good. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Denies the low heavy. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Drive boosted Hadouken. From up here, it's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Then back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. The low! Cross-up attack. Knockdown and life lead is there, but still throws him. What's next? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big low reaching heavy. KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Long low attack hits. Gets the jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Opts for the free flow kick, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Can they keep on him? Going in. Anti-air drops him. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. The low, knockdown and tries to act quickly, but with the attack, love tap to close it. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Will that drive impact get punished? Gets the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. From up above, sticks the combo. Player 2 chases them down, goes for the super art, knockdown, heading into the KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Brushes off the impact. Jumps. Player Chiku Hadouken. Knockdown and going on the offensive. Gets them with the anti. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Both fighters planning something. Experiencing burnout. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the knockdown, and now spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Charges in with authority. Goes for the surprise rush-in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Long low attack hits. This is the perfect, capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brushes off the impact. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. He fires off the Shinku Hadouken. What'll happen here? Can they keep on him? The low heavy is denied. Hits him with his free flow. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The low! Knockdown and... It's time for a drink. Going on the offensive? Low heavy, but no go! Shows the medium kick. Can they create an opportunity for them? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Fakes out the low kick. Both sides getting closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Saw that low heavy coming. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Shows the overhead. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much to takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. This is the perfect range to reach KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Grabs them. Jumps. Just out of range for that throw. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to king. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Break those shins. Shinku Hadouken! That's not gonna hit. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Knockdown and life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Hanging on for dear life. The kick hits! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Pressuring the situation with the charger. Jump in finds the mark. The low heavy hits. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Anticipates the overhead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Saw that low heavy coming. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Blocks the low heavy. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Decides to meet them in the air. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag it. Heats it up with a combo into super. Pokes with a medium kick. Shows the medium kick. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Checks with a medium kick. Player one, burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player threads it cleanly. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Blocks the low heavy and jumps. Gets the jump in. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Shows the medium kick. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Shinku Hadouken! Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Super art? The super doesn't hit. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Going in. Goes with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. The low kick hits. Crowns him from above. Player one impact squashed. Gotta be careful, not brushes that off and keeps going. Put the exclamation point on that with an ODR. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. Blocks the impact. Gets the jump in. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Looking for it, reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. A jump. Player one can't use burns out. What now? Player one is looking at a burnout, but they may have a plan here. Oh, here we go. Oh, yo, Rock super hit. Fades out the low kick. Blocks the low kick. The Rock super hard income. Breaking on them and lay down some damage without giving up ground. Player two has good decision with that throw. Take a seat. Reads the jump in perfectly. Gotta do better than that. Oh, you're grounded. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Trips him up. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes for an overhead. Oh, with the drive impact. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach, or Bait adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage? Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Drive gauge finally recovers. This is a critical point of the round where they just burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. In there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets scooped from down low. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Player 1 can't use... burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Scrapping it out up close. Scraps him with a break-in. Can they keep on him? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Drive usage is back on the table. Turns out, player 1 needs to charges up the plasma. Excellent read. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. There's the drive impact. The low. Hits the drive. Jumps. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Sticks up the low kick hits. This will lead to some big damage. Player 2 needs to take advantage of his gauge despair.
It's time
Get
to
to the
trade.
Silo connects. Jamie's gonna show all his OPs that there's a new player in town. What now? Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of jump. Turns out. Anti-air in the clutch. Jump. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the Thompson hard? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This can lead to some big damage. They are done! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks the low kick. The low block. Goes for the jump, hits him with a stop and pop. Does a good job of pushing back. That drive impact doesn't get through. What's the play here? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Good anti-air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Burns the drive gauge. Gets the knockdown, and now? Alright, what's coming up next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Like he adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Strings it all together. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Fires off and she gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets scooped from down low. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Checks with a medium kick. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Jumps in. Shows a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins as this charges forward. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Burnout activates. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Both fighters planning something, drops him hard. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Just goes for KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The low heavy hits. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Denies the low heavy. Player 2 is maintaining, brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Taking stock, goes for the super art? Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off. Very solid corner sweep. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 will have to fight back here without KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Fantastic reactions there. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Throws him. What's next? Looks to drop him to earth. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Shows the medium kick. Drive boosted Hadouken. Jumps in. A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? Knocked them out of the air. Overhead. Jump. Scrapping it out. Up. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Sets up with the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. They gotta go. This is gonna hurt. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Medium kick. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Y'all ain't going anywhere. Sit down till these two are done. Jumps up. Hits with the overhead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Down to the wire. Squeezes the gauge. Holds out with the block. Takes a trip. Got their eye on the air. Long low attack hit. Heading into the KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Drive boosted Hadouken. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Side switch in the corner. Misses the drive impact. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 can't let their drive do. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Looking for a chance. Low heavy. Blocks. Hits him with his free flow. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 can't use the low. What's next? Closing moments of the flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That drive impact is blocked. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are these fighters thinking now? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Low heavy hits. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Brushes off the impact. Good job blocking the jump-in. they're showing us just how patient they can be. Absorbs the attack and fires back. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Next hit will end the round. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. A quick breather. Player 1 chases them down. Up top to close it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Sticks the jump in. What'll happen here? From low heavy to? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Top spends the meter, hoping for a good return. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Throws him down, trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Low kicks are a no-go. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Not having the cross-up. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Life lead baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockdown and the low heavy's blocked. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both goes for the super art? The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 needs to use the goes to the air. Blocks the low kick. The low. Maze charges up the platform. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks the low heavy. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Saw that low heavy coming. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big counter.
My turn!
Throws them to negate the block. Long low attack hits. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big low reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. Hits them with a stopping block. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to score.
Just goes for it at this range.
Connect uses the gauge for a super art. What'll happen here?
Hits him with his free flow.
Oh, says no charges forward. Not much life difference. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Medium kick hit. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Swagger step. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, they switch sides. Player and whiffs. They're wide open. What's next? Throws them. The drive gauge is screaming for more. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Low heavy. Who will come out on top in this final round? Crowns them from above. Excellent block. This is gonna hurt. What are they gonna do? The low kick hit. Impact squash. Saw it all. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Both sides getting ready.
Player 1 is in a fair. Will this super art do anything? The super blocked. Go her burnout. Did they mean to do that? Noticeable life withdraw. Super art income. Are you kidding me?
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Throws them down. Trips them up. Opts for the throw. Starts with a jump. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big, low, reaching heavy. Holds out with the block. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Impacts are no-go. Going on the offensive? One combo can end this round right now. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. The kick hits! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shows a medium kick. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
Just goes for it at this range.
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Off for the critical art.
This is our destiny.
The Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes. They gotta be careful with their... The low! Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. The low's blocked. Punish counter sets the take. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? Drops them hard. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. What are they gonna do? Uses their drive gauge. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Medium kick into the low's block. Okay, here we charges up the plasma. Excellent read. Scuffle. This may turn into a big chance. Wall splat into the guardrail. And whiffs. They're wide open. Getting up close and huge chance after that wall splat. There you go. Burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 has a full shot call. Gets the shot. Pays off. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Just believe it.
It's time for that run back. The low's blocked. Crowns him from above.
Connects with medium kick. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps. Very solid corner switch. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown and... Player 1 baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. What'll happen here? Connects with medium kick. Looking for a chance. Looking to impress with this super. Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Player 2 drops him to half. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. And eats it. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start things off with a jump in. Shows the medium kick. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Attempts to break the stalemate, but sets up with the jump in. Player 1, anti-air in the clutch. Low heavy. Pokes with a kick. What are they gonna do? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. A jump? Nothing stops this train. Noticeable life lead as it turns out. Player 2 can't let this simmer. He closes it out. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Throws them to negate the block. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. That drive impact doesn't get through. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Block the low heavy. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They don't need to go for anything big. Just go for it in there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Was looking for that jump attack. Still very early in the round. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in, the super doesn't hit. Jumps up. Medium kick hits. Goes forward with a gut punch. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Jump? This is gonna hurt. Shinku Hadouken. Both, were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? A real test of nerves here. Excellent block. Crowns them from above, gets them with a quick low kick. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.